The name's Fitzgerald. Ella Fitzgerald. I had a tough life. I grew up with my half-sister and my half-brother and my father, but they all ended up dying in a terrible car crash. I allowed my grades to slip. I was sent to a reform school, and on the end, or the by and by, I was just struggling in life. I ended up turning into a runner for gamblers, and I was just trying to make money by any means, and suddenly one day I went into a concert hall and I just started singing. And then someone by the name of Chick Webb, he heard me and he liked it. He told me he would mentor me, and he did. He took me on the road and he helped me record my first song, A Tisket a Tasket. That's the song that really shot me to fame. Everyone loved it. I believe about 40 million copies were sold. And I was shocked. Like, how could a little girl like me come from being dirt poor and running and taking gamblers' money and then suddenly making millions and billions of dollars just by using her voice? It was quite a surprise. It was even more surprising when, the year later, my mentor died. It seemed like everyone was dying in my life. My family, my mentor, and soon I was diagnosed with diabetes. Everything was it was like I had highs and lows. And suddenly my lows, they were my highs. And my highs were my lows. But in that troubling time, I met my husband. We adopted our first child. And my child, he was the lot in my life. I knew he was a constant, what with my change in schedule and everything being just up and down in my life. So when he told me one day that he felt like he was being neglected, I was surprised. I thought I was a great mother, but it turns out I was prioritizing my career over my son. And I decided I needed to change. So I started taking more time off just to be with him and hang out. And through the divorce, he was struggling, and we made up. But then, it seems like there's always a but then. I ended up having both of my legs removed because of my diabetes. I just wasn't taking care of myself. And then, it got even worse. I had to go through three coronary bypass surgeries. 3 on my heart, just one heart on mine. But I was still performing because I love to perform, and no one was going to take that joy away from me.
A tasket, a brown and yellow basket. I send a letter to my mommy. On the way I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girl, he picked it up and put it in her pocket.
Red.
No, 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 no.
Was it green?
No, 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 no.
Was it blue?
No, 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 no. Just a little yellow basket. A little yellow basket. Imagination is funny. It makes a cloudy day sunny. Makes the bee think of honey, just as I think of you. Imagination is crazy. Your whole perspective gets hazy. Start you out
Okay, is this start? All right. Hi, I'm Jesse Owens. I come from Oakville, Alabama, where growing up we didn't really have much. In fact, my mom had to carve a golf ball-sized growth out of my chest with a sterilized kitchen knife due to lack of funds for actual surgery. In college at Ohio State, I was nicknamed the Buckeye Bullet for my incredible racing speeds, in which I won 8 gold medals for the track team. 4 in 1935 and 4 in 1936. I later then went on to go to the Berlin Olympics, in which I was approached by Adi Dassler, who was the now founder of the Adidas shoe company, and became the first African-American athlete sponsor for a company. In Hitler's Berlin Olympic Games, I placed first, prevailing against all other athletes, which proved great strides at the time given current circumstances. Later in life, I ended up creating my own baseball league specifically for African Americans. Unfortunately, that got disbanded pretty quickly. And in 1970, I was inducted into the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame. After that, my life kind of, I wouldn't say fell apart, but I found myself working at a gas station, pumping gas.
Not only by